Hello everyone, hope you guys had an amazing day. We had the Fed rate come out and the speech from Powell. Basically, he's going to continue increasing rates at the same pace, and they said that they're not going to steer off of course. Essentially, they're just going to stay on course, right? So tomorrow morning we have some more news coming out at 8:30 a.m. and then Friday morning at 9:45 a.m. Yeah, 9:45 a.m. we have more news coming out. So some more news coming out for both of the mornings for the rest of the week. So immediately when looking at this chart, this isn't a bullish setup, obviously, right? This shows that there should be some more room to the downside, but this candle here obviously is potentially showing some sort of buying pressure. But immediately, what we need to see basically with this big move down, obviously there's still more room to the downside, and this 392 to 395 area is going to be very, very important. So we're going to have to see if we can get a bounce somewhere in this area. If we end up getting a break below this, then that's going to be very, very bearish. But this little zone is going to be very important for the SPY to hold and for a continuation to the upside if this momentum wants to continue. But overall, I think that this 392 area, this low right here from December 6th, is going to be very, very important moving forward. So we know that this bounce that we had over the past few days was led by tech, right? So I was showing how on December 7th, there was a reversal candle that looked like it would be a good opportunity for tech to lead the bounce, and that's exactly what happened. So now so when you're looking at the NASDAQ, the SPY and the NASDAQ look very, very similar in terms of the relative distance away from the December 7th low compared to the IWM, right? The IWM is much closer to that low, whereas the SPY and the NASDAQ are much further away. So tech is currently leading this rally, right? So tech is showing the most strength. So what I want to see was Microsoft. Microsoft is currently doing very, very well. And if it can start showing strength and not show indecision. So currently it's showing indecision at these levels of resistance. This 257.50 level and the 262 level. It's failing to close above. So if we can start showing some strength and get a solid close above 262, that would be very, very important. And if the rest of the market still looks weak, or it still looks like a lack of decision has been made, right? The Microsoft can be a good indicator of the continued strength in the overall market. But it's a very, very good sign that Microsoft is showing the strength. It's relatively much stronger than everything currently, the SPY, the NASDAQ, and the IWM. So this is a very good sign. The other thing that I want to take a look at was the dollar. So the dollar is obviously still continuing to show weakness, had a red day, while the market had a red day as well. We could quickly take a look at the VIX. The VIX also got crushed today, so things are starting to even out a bit. And then the bonds are still yet to really show continued strength. Well, it is continuing to show strength. It's starting to stagnate a bit here at this level of resistance, but overall, we aren't getting continued closes above and above. But overall, this is still showing a lot of strength. But to really drive things home, I would be very surprised if the SPY ends up bouncing from this level, and I would be surprised if it never comes back and retests 395. If we gap up tomorrow morning, it is probably going to be very, very we would just need to have a lot of strength for a move like this to continue and sustain itself, which I don't know if we have that buying pressure and the buyers to step in. And then the other issue is that if we do end up between this 392 to 395 zone, this is another opportunity for them to just rip it down, get people extremely bearish, and then as we break below this level of support, maybe around 388, 387, they could rip it back up. So there's a lot of fun stuff that they can end up doing with the market, but definitely this does not look bullish in the short term. I would be very surprised if we don't end up bouncing from 395 or 392. I mean, I would be very surprised if we don't end up touching those levels. especially 395. I would be very, very shocked. But yeah, there's that. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you.